Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I think I could be considered a low-maintenance RV'er. Let me explain to you what I mean. I'm in Moab, Utah, staying here for several days, and when I pulled into town, I had several choices of where to stay while I'm here. There are quite a few RV parks in the area because Moab is the center for all kinds of outdoor recreation in this area, with several national and state parks and adventures along the river and in the canyons. And I looked up the RV parks around Moab, and for full hookups, their fees are ranging, I think, a minimum of about maybe $40 a night up to over $100 a night. But when I pulled into Moab, I had almost a full tank of fresh water, almost empty of my gray and black water tanks, and my solar panels have been keeping my batteries 100% charged every day. So I had no use whatsoever for an RV park. It's not hot enough yet to need air conditioning, so they have nothing really that I would need. Now, there are also quite a few campgrounds in the state and national parks here and BLM land along the river and the mountains, and their rates vary from about $15 to $25 a night, but that's with no hookups. So you're really just getting not much more than a parking space and a picnic table. And I don't like to pay to camp when I'm really not getting anything for it. And there is no Walmart in Moab, by the way, which I think all the small businesses here would really appreciate. So I looked around town, and let me show you where I chose to stay. I'm just a half a block off of the main highway through town, and right here is Burger King, and right across the street from that is the McDonald's. So right between those two restaurants is a business here that is this building that has a laundromat and a car wash. However, the laundromat has obviously a long time been out of business, as well as the car wash. They've got a large parking lot here. The owners just abandoned the business, and there is also parking in back there. So this is where I am. There's also a 3-screen movie theater right there, which I've checked out the movies, and however, all this space going to waste. So I have been parked here now for 6 days in a row, and no one has bothered me. In fact, one day I was ready to take off on my scooter. I couldn't find my keys. I looked all over the place for my keys. Guess where they were? Right here, all night long. And there's been several times in the last few years that I've accidentally left my keys sitting there all night long, and fortunately no one has taken them. And as a matter of fact, I have not been in an RV park with hookups for about 3 weeks now. I've been boondocking every night for the last 3 weeks, and I do prefer boondocking in a city. I know that's not very RV like. Most people like to boondock out in the boondocks, but I like to be in the city, near the restaurants and shopping and all that. That's just me. Now, having solar panels to keep my batteries charged is a big factor that allows me to boondock so much. Without that, which most people do not have solar panels, they have to charge their batteries from either a generator or shore power, and that's why one reason why they stay at RV parks so much. I've met a number of RVers who just have to have an RV park with hookups practically every night, and that's what I would consider a high maintenance RVer, which I'm glad I'm not, because in a lot of cases just finding an RV park that has a vacancy that you like is just a real pain in the rear. So I hate dealing with that. So are you a high maintenance RVer or a low maintenance RVer? The world wants to know. Let us know in the comments below. Good day, folks.